Hallo YouTube und herzlich willkommen zu einem neuen Part von Bear With Me. So, im letzten Part haben wir herausgefunden, dass Ambers Bruder verschwunden ist, der Flint. Und wir konnten den Bären dazu bringen, dass er uns hilft. Schauen wir uns den Pappkarton mal ganz kurz an. Kann ich mit dem hier...
Do what with it?
Ne, kann ich nicht, okay. Gut, es hätte sein können, dass ich den aufschneiden kann. Ich glaube, dann sind wir aber fertig, oder? Außer
We should start with Flint's room, doll.
Okay. Sollen wir mit ihr nochmal quatschen? Oder schläft die schon? Weil sie war müde.
Oh, so nice to see you two working together again. True friendship is never...
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now, you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out. Or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Doch, du hast die ganze Nacht. Ansonsten würdest du nur im Schrank rumgammeln. Ja gut, dann gehen wir weiter. Ich glaube, ich habe hier nichts übersehen. Hoffe ich.
Let's head out. Watch my back, Ted.
Ich dachte, ich wäre der Assistent. Okay, das ist Flints Zimmer. Das ist das Badezimmer. Da gehen wir direkt mal in Flints Zimmer rein, oder? Lebe ich in einem Schuh?
It's locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Wo ist ein Loch? Im Arbeitszimmer.
I bet it's full of diamonds. That's something one would have lying around in a cardboard box in the middle of the hallway, right?
Definitiv.
The accentuated, almost reckless brushstrokes could be an indication of the artist's lack of formal education. Rather than paint with methodical, almost sterile precision, he instead attempts to convey his inner turmoil through his paintings, making his work better appreciated through sheer emotion.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're just such a caveman.
Also die Dialoge, die sind awesome, Leute.
A lamp. Nothing else to it. It shines. I can see where I'm going. But if I can see where I'm going, that means I'll hardly ever get lost. So this lamp is like a beacon, reminding me that wherever I am, I can just look around and I'll find my way back home.
Okay, danke für die ausführliche Erklärung zu einer Lampe.
There's some chain thingies inside.
Kann ich die nehmen?
It's locked.
Kann ich mit meinem super duper Schweizer Taschenmesser...
I can't use that. Do what with it?
die Tür untersuchen?
Are you even trying?
Ja, ich versuch's. Und ich glaube wirklich, ich lebe in einem Schuh.
It's
just weird.
Yup, it's weird.
Es ist wirklich weird.
Unpacked stuff from our city apartment. Let's guess what's inside. I bet it's full of bouncing balls, sorted and packed neatly according to color, size, or bounceability.
Aha. Aha.
A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door.
Danke. Okay, Ostflur. Sollen wir noch... Ich schau mir...
Plante regularis. A common plant found in most households, I guess.
Ich schaue mir die Sachen alle sehr genau an, weil vielleicht sind irgendwelche Sachen drinnen. Sandwich.
It's a ham, bacon, lettuce, and mozzarella cheese sandwich on pimento bread. It's mounted on my wall and it shines. So it's like a sandwich that's also kind of a lamp.
Die hat mich gerade verarscht. Das ist kein Sandwich. Gut, gehen wir mal ins Badezimmer. Hier scheint es, als könnte ich nichts machen. Zumindest erstmal nichts, weil die ist irgendwie versperrt. Vielleicht gibt's was im Bad.
It's so dark in here, Ted. I can't see anything.
The light is busted. We'll have to find a flashlight or something.
Okay. Eine Taschenlampe finden. Die Treppe... Okay, gehen wir erstmal in den Ostflur. Wer bist du denn? Arbeitszimmer? Elternzimmer? Wer bist du denn?
Rust.
Wirklich?
Rust.
Ernsthaft? Nicht mehr?
For when you get tired of walking up and down this hallway.
Okay. Ich kann es mir nur angucken. Hier kann ich nur gucken. Kann ich ins Elternzimmer rein?
There should be a key around here somewhere, unless someone took it.
Speicherpunkt?
A save point. Nah, just kidding. What is this, Resident Evil? We have autosave, you dingus.
Awesome, Leute. Wirklich awesome. Okay, reden wir mal mit Rusty.
Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother. But I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
We've heard rumors about some red man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first. Gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse, trying to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this Red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he alright?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two are getting along after all these years.
We've heard the city is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Deitch is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little earbuzz is all.
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it. How'd you escape?
I used the east tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
Well, we better get cracking. Catch you later, Rust.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't worry about your brother. I'm sure he's alright.
Okay, aber ich bin jetzt ein bisschen verwundert. Wer ist der gelbe König? Das weiß ich immer noch nicht so ganz. Also von dem roten Mann, okay, das ist das Loch in der Wand. Alles klar. Etwas.
It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know.
Da ist ein Schlüssel, Leute. Welcher Schlüssel ist das?
There's a small key up there. It looks lonely.
I guess you could say. It's just hanging around.
Wirklich? Ey, wie geil. Wie geil.
We'll have to find another way.
Okay, ich kann... Ich
We'll
kann
have to
nicht,
find another
okay.
way.
Kann ich den schieben?
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me.
Ich habe schon eine Batterie.
A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books.
Perfekt.
It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market. So the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
Na klar. Ich hätte den Schrank
It's
aber gern
mostly
geschoben.
filled with boring paperwork. It's a boring old cabinet filled with boring stuff. For boring grown-up people.
Ich hätte den Schrank aber echt gern geschoben. Eine Anubis-Statue.
It's Anubis, protector of the deceased. It's so common you would think people have an almost unnatural fascination with death.
Was kann ich damit machen? Das ist ein Geheimschalter. Und wieso komme ich nicht an den Schlüssel dran? Wow.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
107.
I've always loved this painting. It looks familiar in a way. I feel like I've been there before.
Yeah? How come you're not in it?
Das heißt, hier gibt es sicher irgendwo...
My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring.
Hier gibt es sicher einen versteckten Tresor.
A book titled Indoctrination of Roman Dutch Law in the Courts of South Africa. Well, that makes no sense whatsoever.
Ich bin mir fast sicher.
So many places to visit. If I had a lot of money, I would spin this and travel to where my finger lands. Hopefully not in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Okay, mit dem kann ich irgendwas anstellen. Huh.
Let's take this bad boy for a spin. Let's take this bad boy for a
nochmal.
spin.
Okay, kommt, alle guten Dinge sind 3.
Let's take this bad boy for a spin.
Ich hätte schwören können, dass hier irgendwo ein Tresor aufgeht oder sowas.
Ew, cigars are gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me.
Ja.
Lex iniusta non est lex? Funny made-up words. although they have a certain righteous ring to them. Highly breakable. Believe me, I know. Nothing interesting about it.
Okay, also ich glaube... Hier, das Buch, das schaut halt ein bisschen anders aus. Ne, schaut aber nicht aus, als hätte ich hier irgendwo einen Tresor. Was haben wir denn jetzt alles drin? Pass mal auf, ihr habt eine Batterie.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Okay. Gehen wir mal durchs Loch. Wenn machbar.
This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
Okay. Kann ich...
Do what with it?
Kann ich nicht.
I can't use that.
Geil, ich habe jetzt eine Taschenlampe. Ich kann da aber jetzt nicht rein, weil...
This hole leads... Go in.
I'm sorry. See, it's a mess.
Okay, ich kann da nicht rein, weil mir irgendwas fehlt.
It's growing from the sand. And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, because you throw like one.
Okay. Ich muss irgendwas finden, um die Spinnenweben wegzumachen. Also wo der Schlüssel ist, wissen wir. What?
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Also diese Andeutungen auf irgendwelche Serien und Spiele finde ich awesome, Leute. Richtig geil gemacht. Okay, vielleicht hat er eine Batterie für mich. Das wäre super.
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Okay, das heißt, wir müssen mal ins Büro.
Move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, doll. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
Okay, geh mal schnell in dein Büro zurück. Ich meine, wo die Akten sind, das haben wir ja im ersten Teil bereits herausgefunden. Ich meine, dann können wir ins Badezimmer gehen. Aber ich brauche immer noch irgendwas, mit dem ich die Spinnweben wegmache.
There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What, am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it, partner.
Ah, wir sind jetzt schon Partner. Gut, schauen wir mal in dem Aktenschrank nach. Wahrscheinlich ist es nicht dort,
There.
oder?
Is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Okay. Das ging schnell. Das ging tatsächlich schnell. Und wie gesagt, Gott sei Dank sind die Ladezeiten zwischen den Level nicht lang. Weil, wenn ihr euch erinnert, wir hatten schon Spiele, wo ich echt gekotzt habe. Wegen den Ladezeiten.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know? I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out, and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Okay, Rusty pennt. Jetzt habe ich 2 Batterien.
Hey, I got it working.
Perfekt, Leute. Perfekt. Aber ins Elternzimmer komme ich noch nicht rein, weil ich immer noch den Schlüssel brauche. Aber meine Freunde, wir sind schon wieder am Ende des heutigen Parts. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet euren Spaß. Bewertet das Video, schreibt fleißig Kommentare. Und wie immer, abonniert meinen Kanal. Würde mich megamäßig freuen. Vielen Dank fürs Zugucken. Wir sehen uns im nächsten Part wieder. Bis dahin. Ciao.